Hello friends, today I am explain Wednesday Season 2 Part 2. I hope you like it. If you didn't watch Season 1, so go first watch Season 1, you will find its link in the description. If you don't understand anything, so hurry up and check out. Let's go now. Without further delay. He tries to listen to the heartbeat of the machine, but something comes out of his sadness. This is a bad manner. By mistake, his hand touches the ground and he gives an electric shock to the ground, which causes the man buried there to come out alive. He gets up and starts looking at Puck. Then Bug is also very happy to see him, but Ant sees his grave in the middle of a lot of crows. Ant grabs Venus Day from behind and says, "I died because of you." Seeing this vision, Venus was also in agony, then she starts seeing them and Morticia. After some time, I woke up to see that Venus Day was at home with Morticia. Morticia told him, "Venus Day, your powers are getting out of your control, which is why you are having black tears, and this happened to my sister too, and now you have to give me the mayor's book because of this, you are increasing your powers." Venus says, "Goody. She gave me her book and I will not bow down to you." Saying this, she leaves from there in anger. Venus Day was going back to school when she remembered three things. Calvin had only warned her. The rich boy had also shown crows in the painting, and the vision that came to her was also crows. That's why she decides to talk to Calvin. When she comes to his house, she is shocked to see that it was not him but also Calvin who has killed him. Venus Day tries to touch Calvin with her power and see the visions, but she is unable to see the visions. That's when she catches the citizens Fadi and Velest and takes her to the police station and interrogates her. The police says that she doesn't know anything about this and Tyler probably killed her dad Calvin because he hated them. Then Sheriff says that Tyler is kept in a very secret prison here and he can't run away like that. He rejects the living man in his partner's house who was a zombie. The story about his machine heart that Pig was trying to control was also true. The two agree to keep him here. They feed him, and when he does the wrong things, she is happy. Vince was worried about not being able to use her powers and she told Thank that if he finds out, he will be scared. Then the two came to the room and they found Ant's body and Vince was quite shocked to see him. He was also sad, but the next day he found out that Enid had joked with him because it was Preg Day. Then Vince was happy to see that Ant was alive. Ste saw that someone had left Calvin's eyes there, but she still couldn't see him with her vision, and maybe this was also the work of her stalker who is a killer. First, Steam tells Ant about Calvin's death. Ant was quite scared after hearing this because wherever Venus Day used to go there, people started dying, so Venus Day asked her to shift to another room, but Annette says that I have werewolf powers, I am not in any danger, but by then all the girls in the school were flirting with each other. Ant's roommate, Ant, became very sad to see another boy. Then the professor also came here with the principal, who only had a head and did not like pranking children like this. Sometimes both of them meet Venus Day. The principal said that everyone was very happy because of burning your painting because the outcast does not like rules. Venus Day asks if we have any student who can control birds, so the professor says that there has not been any student here for years who can control birds. Meanwhile, the zombie that they had tied up with a chain broke the chain and freed himself. Fat Asia comes to him and asks for a mare's saddle, but he refuses to let her go because they treated her like a servant. Morticia said that you are part of the family. She reminded him that you people repeatedly give me orders to work. I am not your servant. And in anger, King went to his room. When Venus went to learn driving, she drove the car fast and ended up in the outcast prison. Venus went inside and met the manager couple there. Here, Wednesday got up to meet Tyler. IG did not tell her that Tyler is being handled by a doctor here. Venus met the doctor who told her that I had kept Tyler's master away from this place so that their relationship would weaken. Venus did not. Then she met Tyler and through the camera, the doctor said that you did not have values and defeated him very quickly. Tyler says that you fell in love with the animal inside me and you are not smart at all. He was angry. Then the guard did not show interest and praised Tyler. So Venus did not tell her that someone killed your dad and his friend. Did you know about this? I know something. Tyler says no, and I can't do it from prison, but whoever is there will torture you and kill you. It will be fun, and if one day I am freed I will kill Enid first, because that is why I am stuck here. I am also a Val Gulf and this place is for dangerous viewers. Pensity says you are a scary fuck. It is fun to see you in such a prison, and the monster inside you was controlled by your master because you will be of no use. Hearing this, Tyler got angry and started becoming a height, but the guard gave him a big shock and calmed him down. He came to a place with his friend and guardian because today was his birthday. Sometimes someone imprisoned Think and made them both unconscious and kidnapped them. Meanwhile, Siren met the principal, and the principal said you have to go and tell Morticia to tell her mother that she has ego to give her the funds because Morticia's the mother is a very rich woman. Then Silent felt this was wrong and she refused to do this work. With her powers, Waves ordered the principal that after today you will not give me any orders, but the siren did not affect him. He says I have a special thing that does not affect the siren's magic on me, and now you have to do your magic on Morticia in any way. That's how Vanity goes home. She first freed the theme who told her about Anita's kidnapping. Sometimes the phone is saved, and the stalker had given Wednesday 30 minutes, in which Anita could die. He also sent a letter. Vanity tries to understand people by reading it. She tries to understand that Here and her friend were tied up. They saw that there were a lot of swords and knives kept above that could fall on them. Until then, Venus Day explained a riddle, and as soon as the music started playing, a secret passage opens and she saw the stalker inside a mass, which was quite scary. Then from there, Venus was going towards the Black Dollar in an elevator. Then Venus Day went there and she saw both of them and started to free them, but after getting caught in the trap there, she herself becomes unbound. The machine started from below, which started to throw the knife towards Enid and her friend. Then Venus Day went down and read the riddle next to the machine. There were a lot of books there and she had to figure out which book was not there. Venus also understood that the book was invisible, meaning that it was there but it was missing. Venus Danny wrote the name of this book and the machine stopped and they both narrowly escaped. Venus Day went up and freed the stalker and stood in front of him. Aya, who is none other than Venus Pay's biggest fan, was the red-haired girl who was actually Venus Day's partner and had the power to become invisible. She also did this whole prank to impress Venus Day so that she could prove that she was just as crazy as Venus Day. Painsley asks her, why did you kill Calvin? She says that I didn't kill him, but I followed you and I have found Calvin's phone, which you can keep. She says that I also want to join you and help, to which Venus Day agrees. On the other hand, Siren meets her at Morticia's wedding and, not Siren, uses her power on Morticia to convince her mother to donate to the gala function. Morticia agrees, but Siren doesn't like this at all. We see that the mayor's buck disappears from there. Look at Venus. Songi tells her that she must have taken Morticia. When the driving teacher was going home, she turned into a zombie. The one who was freed attacks and eats them. The Addams family was taking care of Think a lot so that he could be happy, but Mont Asia was worried about Vanity. At the same time, she also called her mother because she understood that the principal made me head to get funds from my mother, but she is not like Tasia's mother at all because her mother worried Mont Asia a lot in her childhood. Vance went to Motasia's room to steal a mare's horse, but she catches him. Pence Day was inflamed by this thing and she told about Ant's death in her visions, in which there were also crows there and a one-eyed raven also follows him, in which he has also killed Calvin and his partner. There must be a big law behind it and I want to catch the killer. Motasia says that our visions also prove to be false, so Vance also says that this has never happened to me. Motasia says that you caught a serial killer, you overused your powers, in which you are not able to control your powers, and with Buck you used them in wrong ways, which is not right, and the same thing happened to my sister, that's why I won't let it happen to you. Then, Venus would have left there even more. The next day, Ant was preparing for the school campfire, but Wednesday, that we didn't have to go to the fire, AG and his partner see that the zombie's head is healing again. When Calvin's life was being buried, Venus was there, everyone was there, not Venus. She asked the doctor about the bird controller and said that he could be the killer, so the doctor agreed to help her. Siren cleverly brought her mother to the hotel room because her mother was alone, her powers were gone, and her husband had also left her. Siren is very sad because of her mother, she tells her mother to bend over here. She leaves from there. With the help of her partner, Venusti changes this soul into Calvin's and unlocks his mobile. Along with this, she also orders the rest of the room's equipment. Venus felt quite good that day. The pictures were found and it was found that the house was quite far from the school. Then Thank told that there was no school camp there and Wednesday got ready to go to the camp, which made Nap happy. Then everyone reached the campsite by bus. Wednesday and Bigo met their parents there. Both the children did not like their ego and had brought a zombie in a coffin with them. They said that I have set off firecrackers outside. GSC ran away. We will find out. All the children were going to enjoy playing games here. In the same time, another professor who was the head of his team also took the entire team. Now the team head and the principal want to go camping with their children and also want to get each other out of here. Then Wednesday rang the bell and said that if you want this place, then beat us in the game. Then the team head accepted this challenge, in which this game was a range. Both the schools had 1 egg each, and in the game, 10 children from each school played 5 of them. 2 pairs were to be formed. The first pair had to cry near their egg in the forest and protect it, and the second pair from the other school stole the egg. After stealing it, they had to tell everyone about it with a flare gun. The stolen egg had to be brought back to the camp and placed on the tower, which would win them. Then all the children got ready for it. The team had explained to his children that we don't have superpowers, so I have prepared a lot of weapons for you guys that you can use to win. The Norms, who are ordinary people who don't have superpowers, that is, the other team, one of them fired an arrow, which was broken by Elt's roommate. Many snakes came out of his head and his friend turned into stone after seeing this. Then one Norm ran away from there with the egg and they fired the flare gun and told everyone. Venus got angry after seeing this and sent Ant there. Norms threw washing powder, which caused ERT's health to deteriorate. It seems that the old friend controlled the flies and attacked the Norms and made their condition worse. I didn't care about the smoke and he went and took the egg. Then they also left the flare and told everyone. When the outcast kids were very happy, the fence came to the top of the hill with their friends. Then he saw that the boy with Norms was climbing the tower. To get Venus, he tied a rope directly to the tower and they started hanging and went to the tower. When the boy was about to place his egg, Venus knocked Danny unconscious with the same leg. Then he picked up the egg and placed it on the open tower, which the outcast won. Everyone was very happy and these people got this place for camping. She started to go with them. The principal stopped her and said that tonight's duty was only for her because Venus had defeated Norms and she was the best player. But Venus ignored her and left. The team head was telling his children that he lost to a girl and now he decides to take revenge at night. At night, all the children were enjoying music in the campfire. By then, Venus reaches the house of Taken's friend and starts searching. There, she finds a secret board in which Calvin and his friend are finding out about many outcasts who have all died inside the Blue Hall, the prison of the outcasts. The secret of their death was quite deep, about which they also did not know anything. All these things are connected to a girl. So now Wednesday had to find this girl. Neither the vision could see nor her powers were working. And all this was happening because she was not hungry. So Veliasti decided that now she would have to get the book back at any cost. And her friend was wandering in the forest. Then Ant came into the room and asked, "Why are you doing this to me?" She says, "I don't understand anything. How come I suddenly started liking her instead of you?" Then my roommate leaves, upset by this. She started asking for money, but Asia decided not to give her the book for the sake of Venus Techie's safety, so Venus gave her a challenge for the family doll and Modisha was happy. In this challenge, both of them have to fight with swords while blindfolded. At night, the team head tries to build a tent, but he falls down and a rope breaks and his brain is eaten, and because of the rope, firecrackers start ringing there and Pug and his partner are also very scared by this thing. By then, Venus and Modisha took their own artificial days and put them on their clothes, in which the person in front has to break the other's heart without seeing it. Then they both started fighting with swords, in which she defeated Venus Day. Venus was very sad and threw her sword there, which hit the zombie coming after Modisha and he was imprisoned there. So Modisha was very happy with her daughter's bravery. After some time, the officers caught the zombie and everyone was safe. I breathe. I saw the killer there with Raven, who was watching them. That the killer disappeared from there. Inside the room, the couple told the doctor that they had captured the zombie, so they both became happy. They both were not there. They also saw the prisoner, who was very happy to be here, and she was none other than Tyler's master. After that, Tiger's master and the doctor were talking. The doctor wanted to help Tyler with her help because she was not able to get well, so she agreed to help the doctor, and these people left her master with Tyler. She controlled him again and started calming him down. Then Tyler, who was quite angry, closed the eye and caught him right there. She said, "Son, you are angry with him, I know, but I will get you out of here." On this, the high tall threw him away and his master seemed to be okay. On the other hand, Vanity took out the bones of the dead children, that is, the outcasts, from the cemetery, where only then did he found his grandmother, and Wednesday was very happy. Then Raven was watching them from above. Venus told her grandmother that I will reveal the secret of Calvin's death to everyone. Together, they checked the bones. They found out that all the bones were of animals and there was nothing human inside them. Then Raven picked up the paper of the dead people and ran away. Venus also chased after him and saw that the murderer was also running away with Raven. Then Venus returned and told her grandmother that she should buy this cemetery and find out who messed up here. "And if you buy this place and give me the job of managing it, my mother would be very angry about this." Then her grandmother agreed to cremate her daughter Motitia. Venus told her companion that Raven always watches here, but still we have to find out everything. Then Venus met her uncle, who had come at her invitation. She gave her uncle the job of going to Willow Hall. Yes, they had to find the girl for whom they agreed. Meanwhile, the manager calls the police due to the commotion in the hotel, and the police arrest Siren's mother because there was no record of her in the hotel. They also arrest the uncle who had destroyed the entire room and also committed theft in the past. Vanistria meets Moti Shah and asks him about her past. Motitia said that Sano, earlier my sister was running errand outside the school and she had used her powers a lot, due to which black tears were flowing from her, and she was also sent to the jail for cultivating the out. Then the grandmother also came there, seeing which Motitia was quite shocked, and she gave Venus Day as a cemetery gift in front of her daughter, which Venus was quite happy about. Motitia sent Wednesday out and says to her mother, "Mom, you are coming between us both." Then her mother says that there is already enough between you two. There are cracks that Venus is quite capable and you are an obstacle in her way, let her make her own way. Then she says that you must have been asked to give the donation because the school people want it from me, and if I give the donation, I will give it, but in return you will have to return the book of Venus, look at the horse. Motitia immediately burns the book, then her mother gets angry and leaves from there. In the school, the color starts watching Venus Day silently, which has Venus Tech, along with an old man.